Medical science in this modern age continues to advance in leaps and frogs. One of the most exciting breakthroughs is cryogenics. That's when a person who has died is frozen to be thawed out at some later date when their illness may be curable. To talk to us about cryogenics today, we have Mr. Buttress Telescope. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Could you tell us about your enterprise?
Oh, you mean my company, Frozen Stiffs Pty Ltd?
Oh, you're proprietor limited.
No, actually, that's just the last few letters of the name. Lends it an air of non-shonkiness, I think.
Well, give us a bit of background to cryogenics.
Certainly, certainly. Well, there have been many famous freezees over the years, perhaps the most famous being Walt Disney, of course, who they're hoping to reanimate one day. Little cryonicist joke there.
Little.
Yes. So we're bringing him out on a national tour, which we're calling Disney on Ice.
Oh, indeed. Well, how actually did you personally yourself get into cryogenics?
Me personally, myself?
Yes.
Completely accidentally. One day my brother wanted to see whether the light went out on the fridge when you closed the door. Very stiff door our old ice chest had. And lo and behold, we come back from holidays 3 weeks later and he's gone a bit blue and cold and wasn't talking much.
Whatever did you do?
Well, we tried thawing him out. We left him out in the sun for a few days and it was going quite well. He was just about to regain consciousness when the neighbour's dog got him. Tragic.
But that was enough to convince you there was a future in cryogenics?
Absolutely. I went out immediately and bought 75 Kelvinators and set up Frozen Stiffs Pty Ltd.
Oh, so you store the bodies in regular fridges, do you?
Well, why not? The head fits in the freezer, the limbs are stored snugly in the crisper, and the lower torso is squeezed into the buttock compartment.
So the body is cut up before storage, is it?
That's right, yes. In fact, some people only have their head frozen. The theory there being that by the time they get thawed out, technology will advance sufficiently to enable them to clone an entire body from the cells in their cranium. Or for a cheaper rate, we can do a mechano and plasticine job.
So they're stored in bulk, are they?
Usually, although some people prefer to keep them in their own house.
Oh, for sentimental reasons, I presume.
Well, both that and the added value at parties of having your friends or relatives pass a cold beverage held in the icy grip of a predeceased loved one. In fact, for a little extra, we'll install a special spring mechanism for that purpose, like this.
And have you successfully thawed anyone out yet?
Not deliberately. There was one time when the electricity went on the blink and some of the bodies started to go a bit soggy, but I think we bunched those back together successfully. I just hope they stayed fresh, that's all.
So you have to ensure that the body remains fresh when you first freeze it?
I'm telling you, that's one of the trickiest parts of our job. Practically the moment the body stops breathing, we have to get out the circular saw and start snap freezing it bit by bit. Now, as you can imagine, this causes a lot of unnecessary waiting around hospital beds for sometimes days on end.
Increasing costs, I should imagine.
Well, there is that, but also having to drink hospital coffee.
Oh, dear.
Oh, hour upon hour of screams from the adjacent wards, the nurses, and that's... Oh, it's shocking. But then one of our directors had the brilliant idea of cutting out the middleman, rather literally. So now, as soon as you sign up, we prepare you for freezing straight away.
You mean you actually murder your customers?
Oh, that's very perceptive of you. Perceptive and accurate. Of course, if they want to do it themselves, all the better. We try to encourage that. Gets us around the legality thing.
I can't believe this. You mean to say you actually kill people with the promise that one day, possibly, maybe, they may be brought back in some future century? I mean, what you're suggesting is illegal, immoral, and, well, scary. I mean, I wouldn't even give you my upper arm to freeze.
Oh, that's a relief. For a minute there, I thought you were giving me the cold shoulder.
Oh, Uncle Ken, long time no see.